Hi there, my name is Bryce Matteson. I'm a board member of the OU Club of Wichita. You know, I grew up in a small town in Noble County, Oklahoma, Billings, a real rural community of about 500. I think they counted the dogs too. Super small town, but you know, not that far away from Norman. And you were either an OU fan or an Oklahoma State fan. Pretty much anywhere in town you could walk and you would hear the radio voice of John Brooks, you know, describing play-by-play and his famous line, "Jiminy Christmas!" You know, you'd see Joe Washington, and from that time of my life, I was hooked as a Sooner. I knew I was going to end up going to school there. I went to a junior college first to get a year's experience, but Norman was calling. I had to go down there, and that's where I ended up, and it was just amazing from day one on campus. You know, I don't know many people who make their college choices based on a football team. I did. You know, I was just thoroughly enamored with OU football and Barry Switzer, the King, and Greg Pruitt, and all those guys, you know, from back then. I truly made the decision to go to school down there because of football. And I kid you not, I got around everywhere on campus on my bike, and back then they had open practices right there at Owen Field, and man, that was the highlight of my day. Was I had to, ride my bike over there and watch the practice. Journalism. I thought it was going to change the world in reporting news the way, that was objective, and I just thought, man, journalism is it. I got hooked in my freshman year with college radio. KGOU, absolutely. And I became the morning news anchor with the NPR pieces that we would do, and got involved with radio. And of course, I would love to be at the new school of journalism that they have, but it was a great time in J School there. I was involved in radio quite some time, got my first TV job in the other Wichita Falls, Texas. And it was kind of funny, I was up in Wichita one Friday afternoon visiting a photographer, photojournalist that I used to work with in Wichita Falls, and I just dropped in to say hi to him, and he goes, "Hey, you got to talk to our news director, he's hiring." And it just so happened I had a tape in the trunk of my car. I went and grabbed it, and he saw my tape, and about a week later he called me and says, "I want you," and I came up to Wichita, and I think I got that knack of telling stories maybe from my mom. She's a great storyteller, but everywhere I've gone, you're going to know that I'm a Sooner fan. I've never been ashamed to be forward with that, and you can look around the office. I've got plenty of it. In my business, I try not to be take sides too much, politics, football teams, but if you look closely enough, it doesn't take long to understand who I'm loyal to. Gosh, I love to take first-time visitors down there to games and show them the Energy Center, and how Oklahoma led the nation in petroleum land management, and the two ovals and what the disciplines are. I was there 4 years and never went to the North Oval with any of my classes. And vice versa, I think, depending on what your major is. But it's just a beautiful campus day and night, and I just, coming from a small town, I was just immersed with the culture, and this was all a brand new thing for me, learning about different disciplines that were all in one little place. I knew of this meeting that was starting up to try to revamp the OU Club of Wichita. I'd never heard of it, and from that first meeting that we had, it was like, yeah, these are people who think the same way that I do, and love the university like I do, and I want to be a big part of it. I want to be in this thing and supporting my university. The main part about the club is helping fund scholarships for students in our area who are going to school down there. And my gosh, these are just top-notch students that are being they're being pulled away. We're able to, with half of our membership dollars, going to support them. And sometimes it's kind of lean, but we always support, I don't know, 2 or 3 students at least, and try to help them out in any way possible. And I think the students, we followed some, many years through and watched their career and how they have blossomed since. And it's always good to get a note or some kind of, feedback expressing their gratitude in just a small portion that we did to help them out. I think the OU Club of Wichita is probably the best kept secret that ought to be told to everybody, that, hey, we're here. We are like-minded in how we support the university, and we get together and we have fun and we have watch parties, we cheer and we root on our team, but at the same time we're also supporting students from this area. What a great combination that is. I would say if you're a Sooner fan in the Wichita area, you got to come and join us some Saturday and watch the Sooners and raise a mug to what our university is all about.